And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right now. Who's right three? Whip. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Carr now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
X3, 218, jump. Check, crunch. Out. Watch it. No tree.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 65 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They run it with Jacobs. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Carr now to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City, THeARThiss Whitehead on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. THeARThiss Whitehead in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Watson down to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Right down. Right down. 6-6. Pull it high.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Hyde running right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Let's go.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, 59. Check.
Watson on first down. That complete to Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 85 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Carr will try it again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Alluding to pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 26 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. Looking downfield for Jones. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to put.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They've put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Check.
Watson with a give to Miller. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 7:34. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. White Monday down. Watch the ship. Later 8. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the
field, a breakaway. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, he's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And, it'll be intercepted.